Good evening, everyone. Those in Facebook land, wishing everyone is well and safe and has power from the hurricane. I know I will also wish you speedy internet and consistent internet.
The internet. We were just talking about it.
But most importantly, I'm grateful for all those who are safe, and our prayers are with those whose families lost loved ones as well as significant lost their homes and had huge property losses. So we will get started with the 6 o'clock meeting of the Planning Commission for our regular October 16th meeting. If I could please have, let me see.
Excuse me, ma'am. Got a few technical difficulties. Okay. If you'll just give me a minute. I don't know what my computer has decided it's wanted to do here.
Okay. I was going to say.
That was okay. Our IT department actually had this. Was using Starlink a week or so ago.
So
All right, Madam Chairman, we up and going now.
All right. So call to order. We just finished. So if we could please have a roll call.
Aaron Slade.
Brett Harbison.
Bob Bigger.
Jesse Elliott.
Lisa Christie. Chelsea Waddell.
And I am your chair, Christine Crawford. If we could please have an approval of the minutes from August 21st. Are there any changes or edits? There being none, can I please have a motion for the approval of the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye. Aye.
All right, Mr. Paradise, the only thing we have on the agenda today is the text amendment and the staff report. Is that correct? Are there any changes?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. There being none, we have the proposed text amendments that were a part of the study session last month. And so that being said, is there any all questions or corrections or comments? We need to go to Mr. Paradise. There is no applicant per se. So if there are any changes or suggestions, please bring them up now.
I think the only question I had is I know we kind of left that halo lighting thing out in the open. Is that in
Yes,
here,
sir. I don't
or?
have any information. And let me apologize for not having you more information tonight than you do. I would like to work through some additional changes. I would like to work through more research with the halo lighting. But we had a little lady come to town named Helena, and it kind of changed all of our plans there for a little while.
Sure.
So, yeah, that's kind of messed me up a little bit. And I was going to get into this in the update, but code enforcement and planning was working in a support role for about a week there with that hurricane. So, we're coming back live now. We're on OpCon normal and trying to catch up. So I apologize for not getting you some more on the halo lighting.
So I totally planned on looking into it on my own, and I looked up a few pictures, but then, like I said, the hurricane, all that kind of changes everything.
And that was my only question too, because I didn't see it in there, and I know that was something we had tabled. So all good if deferred.
All right. So that will be deferred until a later date. Any other questions? Okay, there being none, I would appreciate a motion.
Motion to approve the text amendment.
Second.
Okay. So it has been moved that we recommend to City Council the text amendment changes as reflected in the agenda and in the staff report. That being said, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Paradise, for the staff report, anything else besides the fact that you were supporting everyone in the city of North Augusta getting back
We,
online.
that was the biggie for the month, and the city is recovering. You know, at one time, you know, I think the center came through North Augusta. I was talking to a gentleman today that said he actually thought he went through the eye, and we are blessed that we are here. But there's still a lot of damage out there. There's a lot of damaged homes, and I can tell you um, what I did today. I often go out and ride during my lunchtime and look at sites. I made a concerted effort to go to Hammond Hills and some of the, because it's real easy to get our power, our internet, our comforts back, and you don't see that stuff unless you get off the main highway because the main highways are clear. So I will tell you that the city is, the next phase of the operation, I think, is the debris clearing. I don't know that the planning department will be involved in any of that, but the debris clearing will be private contractors, and Mr. Clifford and the powers to be are working on that contract. If it's not already signed, they're working on it, and they'll be coming in here and hauling it off. But there's several things that I'd mention to you is there's a contract for the city streets that the city owns. Then there'll be a contract for state streets that the state highways own. And so you could live in a subdivision like Hammond Hills where it's secondary roads from the highway department. And the city crew, you know, may not get that. It may be the state crew. And then you also have the power lines, the power poles. Dominion is going through town and picking their stuff up, and so are the other ones. And of course, the first thing, the primary thing that the city was after, Mr. Clifford was pushing, was getting power on. He had three objectives. Mainly was make sure that get the roads clear, make sure we had potable water, and we did support the hospitals in Augusta with potable water. City of North Augusta did, and wastewater. And he was able to maintain those and prioritize re-energizing those things that were necessary to keep those functions running. So now that we've got that, we can kind of take a deep breath and get into the cleanup, and that's not going to be real quick. So I get off my soapbox a little bit there, and you know, we're trying to get back into the scheme of things. It's like a contractor or the engineer said this morning. Got an email about applications and wanting to post them late because their office was so upside down because of the storm. And I wanted to, I did not do this, but I wanted to say, guess what, buddy? You're not the only one. Anyway, do y'all have any questions for me?
No, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for all of your work, to thank all of the employees of North Augusta who have taken such great care of us and providing water to the hospitals. And even for me, the ability to move my grandmother in with me was because of me having water when she didn't. And so want to make sure that we thank them, the linemen that came in to help us get power back. And again, the citizens of North Augusta being good neighbors to one another and helping each other through this first and foremost, and then the entire CSRA. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Words cannot express, because we are sure that there are things that we will never know that you all did to get us to return to normality. And so we ask those in Facebook land that even when you called and you are a little impatient and tired, because we are all weary, please remember to say thank you first. So,
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. And with that, I would like a motion to adjourn.